Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sari and you are watching my knitting podcast videos. And today I'm going to be showing you a couple of things that I have on my needles. But before we get to that, I have teamed up with Lilysilk. They are sponsoring today's video, so I'm going to be showing you a couple of pieces from their spring collection and styling them with some of my favorite hand knits. And you might remember I did a similar video already a year ago, so this is the second time I'm partnering with Lilysilk for a YouTube collaboration. So I got to choose 4 pieces from their spring collection, and you can see me wearing one of them already. So this is cashmere silk blend sweater that I really like to use for layering. And then I have a couple of more pieces that I will show to you. And if you want to see my previous video, I was talking about how I style my hand knits and a little formula that I like to think about when styling them. I will link that previous video below this video, and also everything else that I'm going to mention in this video is going to be below this video. So there's a description section below this video. You will find all the links to the pieces that I'm wearing, as well as my discount code that you can use if there's something that you like from Lilysilk. And also later on, when I talk about my knits, I will link all the yarns and pattern names and everything below the video, so you can easily check them out from there. So this is the first piece that I chose from Lilysilk, and it's a very lightweight little sweater, and this is kind of like the piece that everybody wants to have in their wardrobe, but since it's such a lightweight piece, I don't think I would have the tolerance to start knitting. I don't think even 2mm needles would be small enough to knit something lightweight such as this one. So this is perfect for layering. In Finland we already have kind of like spring-like weather, but it's still quite cold. Sometimes it's a bit warmer, and then there's like a really cold wind coming from the sea, and then it's very chilly. So it's really good to have pieces that you can layer, and I think this is perfect layering piece. So a lightweight cashmere silk sweater. It's 10% cashmere and 20% silk, so very luxurious. And I'll show you how I would like to style it. So first up is the buklap cardigan over here. So this would be a really fun way to kind of like layer pieces for a coffee date or just a day at home. And buklap cardigan over here, and I can also close the buttons so you can see me wearing the Lilysilk sweater underneath, and because it's so lightweight, it's not going to be too much. And if it gets too much, then I can just take the cardigan off and just use the sweater as it is. I really like this mock neck over here, so it's not a full turtleneck or a funnel neck, but just like a short mock neck, and it's so very luxurious. And I'll show you how I would like to style it. So first up is the buklap cardigan over here. So this would be a really fun way to kind of like layer pieces for a coffee date or just a day at home. club cardigan over here, and I can also close the buttons. So you can see me wearing the Lilysilk sweater underneath, and because it's so lightweight, it's not going to be too much. And if it gets too much, then I can just take the cardigan off and just use the sweater as it is. I really like this mock neck over here, so it's not a full turtleneck or a funnel neck, but just like a short mock neck, and it fits really snugly around my neck. So another way to style this would be, for example, with a vest, and I chose my Adelita vest for this. So just put a vest over the sweater and looks like this. And also, I showed this to you in my previous video, but it was still on my needle. So this is the bonbon scarf. So just add a little colorful scarf with a sweater, and you have a cute outfit. Just add a bag and I would be ready to go. The second piece I got from Lilysilk are these really nice brown silk pants. So you can see them over here. And I already had my eye on these ones last year, so I was already looking at them, and I'm super happy that now I have them in my wardrobe. And that's something that I really like about Lilysilk. First of all, their clothes are really good quality, and they are made in natural fibers like silk and cashmere and silk for the pants. And also the cut of them is really classic and timeless. So like I said, I already had my eye on these pants a year ago, and I'm still super excited that I now have them in my wardrobe, and I know that I'm going to be using these a lot. They are really easy to style with everything, style up or down. Just put a sweater on and then you're good to go for low-key office day or a slightly more fancy coffee date. Or if you're like really start dressing it up, then you could also go to a cocktail party in the summer or a night at the theater wearing these pants. So I think that makes the Lilysilk clothes quite sustainable because the quality is really good. You know that the silhouette and the fit is something that is going to look great for years to come. So you don't have to buy new clothes every year. You can buy something and then enjoy it for many years. So like I said, I already had my eye on these pants a year ago, and I still love them as much as I did when I first saw them, and I think they look really nice. So here I'm styling it with the Lilysilk sweater, but I'll just show you a couple of different ways to style them with my hand knits. First would be just adding the book club cardigan as I just did with the jeans outfit. So it's still nice and cozy and layered, but the silk pants give it a bit more kind of like flair. So the whole look is a bit more dressed up than with the jeans. And since spring is on its way, I decided to show the pants with a knitted tee. So this is the rainy day tee that I made last summer. The pattern is available on Ravelry, and here I have styled it with the silk pants. So really nice look for example, a coffee date, running errands in the city, meeting friends, going on a kind of like low-key date with my love or something like that. And just add a handbag and you're ready to go. So, Lilysilk pants, 100% silk, paired with the rainy day tee over here. Then I have something that I'm really excited about, and it's this full-length Lilysilk skirt. So this is a silk skirt, and it's a really beautiful A-line, and the fabric is just gorgeous. I know this is going to be something that I'm going to love wearing this summer, and of course it has pockets. So every time I find a skirt that has pockets, it's like, yes, a really good thing. So it has pockets. I think I sold quite a many of you on that alone. And here I have it with my rainy day tee. So this would be a really cute going to the city outfit for spring. Just maybe throw over a blazer or something like that, and you're ready to go. I'll just change the t-shirt for something else and show you another look. So here I have the same skirt styled with my Rococo tee. So I have a silk skirt and 100% silk tee that I needed myself. So this is the Rococo Raglan tee, a pattern that I released last summer, one of my favorite makes from last year. So it has this lace pattern with some bubbles on the sleeves, and otherwise it's just plain stockinette stitch. And this is something that I would wear for maybe a cocktail party, a garden party in the summer. Also just a day out in the city, maybe then paired with some Converse shoes or something like that, or for a party just put on some heels and more fancy handbag, big earrings, more jewelry or something, whatever you want. But I think the skirt is very versatile in that sense. And if you don't want to have a totally monochrome look, I'll just show you one more knitted tee paired with this skirt. So this is the Calliope tee, and also it looks really nice with the white skirt. So the last piece that I chose from Lilysilk is this little silk camisole. The straps are adjustable, so that makes the fit really good. And it's also 100% silk. And I like to style my cardigans with silk camisoles such as this. So that means that the cardigan is not too hot. If you're wearing, for example, a t-shirt underneath, you might get a bit hot, and it looks really nice underneath a cardigan, in my opinion. So I have the camisole underneath, and if I close all the buttons, it kind of looks like I don't have anything underneath. So it's a really cute look. Or I could open the first button to show a bit of the camisole over here. So this is a really nice way to dress up your hand knits, for example, for office. So if you have a silk camisole under your cardigan, it looks a lot more elegant and put together immediately compared to a t-shirt. And just take a handbag and be ready to go. So I hope you like the little styling section of this video, and now I will show you some things that I've been knitting for the past week. I know I filmed my previous episode a week ago, so I haven't really been knitting that much. I know I'm a fast knitter, but still there's only so much time that I have to knit. To be completely honest, I haven't really continued on any of the projects I showed you in my previous video. except the bonbon scarf. So this was still on my needles in my previous video, and I finished it, and I just wrote the pattern and called for test knitters for this one, so the pattern should come out very soon. I'm already thinking about casting on at least one more. I have my colors already picked out, and also I would like to do a single color scarf as well, one without any stripes, to kind of just like highlight the pattern itself. When you have stripes, it's always taking away a bit from the design itself, because you first notice the stripes and the colors, and then you won't probably notice all the details. So I would like to do a unicolor version in some, maybe a light color, so that you can actually see all the details, all the increases and decreases and the icon edges and so on. Another thing is, I think I said in my previous video that I want to cast on something for summer, but I'm not allowing myself to do it before I finish some things, get my needles free from some projects. That went out of the window immediately. On Saturday I had an inspiration to cast on for a summer t-shirt, and that's pretty much the only thing I've been working on ever since. So here is my first upcoming summer design of the year. So it's going to be little lace t-shirt. So there's a lace pattern over there on the front, and the back is just stockinette stitch. And I've been working first on the body until the armholes, and then I made the neckline so that it looks a bit more finished, and I can get a better sense of the fit, how it's going to look like. And then I cast it on the sleeves for the same reason, and also because I only have 4 balls of this yarn. So after I finish the sleeves, I know how much I have left, if that's enough for the body, or if I should order one more ball of the yarn. Just show you the yarn. This is the Naturous Candid. It's my first time using it. It's a sport weight yarn, and it's 70% wool, I think probably merino. It doesn't say over here. Yes, it's merino. And then 28% recycled cotton and 2% other fibers. And this is the Nougat colorway. It's beautiful. So that's what I'm using for this. I don't know if I said it's sport weight, but yeah, it's sport weight yarn, and I'm calling it Dido. So it's a Dido tee. It also has a bit of cables over there on the sides and also here on the sleeves. So I'm making a short row sleeve for this. So it has a drop shoulder construction, but I want it to be a bit more structured. So it's a combination of a short row sleeve as well as some shaping for the sleeve cap with short rows. Yeah. So a bit of the same lace cable pattern over here, and otherwise in stockinette stitch. So I'll finish the sleeves first and then continue with the body, so I know how much yarn I have left and whether I should order one more ball of the yarn or not. But I'm super excited about this. I love summer knitting. It's my favorite thing. I prefer making summer patterns to winter patterns, maybe because I'm a summer person, and it's very grey and rainy in Finland today. It's been like that for a few days now. So kind of like to already live those summer dreams by making summer knits and looking ahead to the warmer season. That kind of like helps me get through this grey time of the year. March and November are my least favorite months of the year. But yeah, we'll get through this. April is already better. Another thing that I've been working on, continuing, is this colorful sweater that I showed you not in my previous episode, but I think it was the episode before that. And I'm almost done with the body. I think I have to add a few more centimeters to it, and then the bottom ribbing, and then I can start with the sleeves. So I'm hoping to get this to a test knitting phase next week. So this is just a very basic raglan sweater. It's kind of like my take on the raglan, basic raglans, and I've been wanting to kind of like add some more basic patterns and kind of like maybe easier patterns to my collection. So I was thinking about starting this kind of like side collection of my basics. So this is one of them, and I have a sample knitter making this same design for me in another colorway. So this one has a folded neck, but the pattern is going to have options for a turtleneck, funnel neck, a short neck. Also you can choose between having twisted rib or normal rib. So this one is in twisted rib. And the yarn that I'm using for this one, it's Bien Aimee's Merino single and a Kumo held together. Both are in the colorway Ponyo and Sosuke. It's from the Miyazaki collection, and I really love it. I've had this in my stash for maybe 4 years, and I haven't kind of like, I didn't know what to do with it. I love the yarn on the skeins. It's very colorful, as you can see, fun colors. But then I don't think yarns like this are really good for textured sweaters or textured knits like cables or lace or something, because it has a bit of pooling and striping. So I think that would take away from kind of like textured patterns. So I wanted to do something more plain with that one, and I think it's really nice for this simple design. And I don't normally wear this much color. I really love it. It's kind of like feels like candies to me, and it's very springy, spring-like to me. So this pattern doesn't have a name yet. It had a working title, but then I decided to change it. I didn't really, after all, I didn't like the name, so I'm still thinking about a name for this design. If you have good ideas, you can comment below this video. I always love to hear your ideas. But yeah, those are the only 2 or 3 things that I've been knitting this past week, ever since I filmed my previous video. And of course I'm wearing the Bonbon scarf, and this is the Lilysilk sweater that I showed you earlier in this video. And one more thing for today is the release day of the Northern Lights pullover, and I'm super excited to be sharing this pattern with you. So I started this one in December. I first knitted the whole yoke, then I realized that the sweater was turning out to be too big. So I ripped everything back and restarted it and knitted again. So now the fit is perfect for me, and also I added a couple of rows of Fair Isle knitting also for the cuffs. So I got the yarns last November when I was in Portland for Sacred Sheep. So this is Famous Daughter Fibers Pishkun, and this is Spincycle Dream State. And because everybody's always asking, I used 2 skeins of Dream State for my size. I had just a little bit of leftover, so you might, especially for the bigger sizes, you might want to get at least a 1/3 skein of it to be sure. And you can always use leftovers for something else. Since it's already coming, like the spring is coming, and I'm not really anymore in the mood of making hats or something like that, I have to leave this idea for next fall. But I was thinking about making a matching hat for this one, and also using something like the Spincycle yarn for that. The idea for this, I wanted to make an Icelandic style sweater. I really like knitting them, and every autumn I get like this urge that I want to start a Fair Isle sweater, so that's why I casted it on. And when I started to knit it with these colors, they reminded me of the nighttime sky in Finland in the winter with the northern lights and everything. So that's why I named it the Northern Lights pullover. I think how the colors change look a lot like the colors of the northern lights. And when I bought these yarns, I was a bit afraid because they don't have that much contrast. So I was a bit afraid whether the pattern is going to show or not, but I really love this low contrast version of this sweater. I also casted on another version of it. I'm going to make a mohair pullover. The same pattern. I casted this on. I told you in my previous video that I have been casting on so many things, then I start them and then I lose interest. Not really lose interest, that's the wrong word. It's more that I get an idea to cast on something else that interests me even more, because I think creating is the driving force for me. That's the thing that inspires me the most to create something new. So I got distracted and cast it on something else, and then cast it on again something else, and then I haven't had time to finish everything that I have casted on. But I started a mohair version with more contrast for the same sweater. So you can see over here that, let me see if I can fold it so that you can see both of them at the same time, like next to each other. So you might see that they have the same pattern, but they look completely different. So I'll just finish the mohair version at some point. But yeah, the Northern Lights pullover is out now, and you can get the pattern without any discount code with a minus 20% discount until Monday, and both on Ravelry and in my web shop on sarinordland.com. I will link everything below this video so you can find the patterns really easily, as well as all the Lilysilk clothes that I wore in this video and the discount code for that. I hope you liked this video, and that's everything I had for today. See you soon again.